We're always talking about cheap opportunities. We're always talking about affordable opportunities because not everyone who wants to move abroad can go to the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, the US because they're expensive. And yet again, there is another country that's overlooked because people don't have enough information about the country. And I bring to you today good news from Lithuania. Hello, folks. It's your one and only WKa&x doctor here. Always bring you the best gist when it comes to travel and migration. You know how we do it on this channel. All we do is to help you live, move, and work abroad, either through the study route or through the career pathway and even permanent residency. If this is the first time of you coming across my channel, I want to say you're going to have no regrets. So long as you want to move abroad, this is where you want to be. Make sure you turn on the notification bell, subscribe, like, and share this video to as many people as possible. For those who have always watched me, this is another great opportunity. Two things that I like to quickly share, as I always do in most of my videos. Number one is to say, I am not on WhatsApp and I'm not on Telegram, just in case you do find someone in the comment section saying that I'm on Telegram or WhatsApp. It is not me. Secondly, is that I have a book titled Move Abroad by Force. The idea behind this book is to help you be able to move abroad on your own without the need of any agent. So if you want to acquire this book, it's very affordable. You can just check the description box of this video and you will find the link to acquire the book. It's a read online only book, which means you cannot download it, you read it online. And if you want to contact me, you can also find how to contact me in the description box of this video. We're always talking about cheap opportunities. We're always talking about affordable opportunities because not everyone who wants to move abroad can go to the United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, the US because they're expensive. And yet again, there is another country that's overlooked because people don't have enough information about the country. And I bring to you today good news from Lithuania. Lithuania, that's the country we'll be talking about today. And I hope that you have your pen and paper ready because you're going to be hearing a lot of gist about this country and how you can move there without paying a lot of money. Like always, I've got someone who resides in Lithuania, who's been there for many years and wants to share this information with you. I'm going to allow him do his introduction. Today, it's a man I have, not a beautiful woman. This is a very handsome man that I have here today. Most of my viewers are always saying, why woman, why women? Okay, today I brought you a man. How are you doing, sir? Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, doctor.
Thanks for joining me. Thanks for coming to my Instagram live session. Do you want to do a quick introduction? Tell us who you are and where you are at the moment.
Thank you, doctor, for this time, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to share about Lithuania. My name is Christian Nkume. I run a consultancy here in Lithuania, and I'm affiliated to schools here in Lithuania. So the basic thing is for us to get as many people from Nigeria to Lithuania at very low cost, and for them to also integrate into the society.
Not just Nigeria, because we have lots of
as many people from Africa, because
yes, Caribbean, anywhere, so long as it's Lithuania, it's affordable. We want to do that. We want to help as many people as possible. Okay, let's dive right into it. I like to start with documentation so that we don't waste time. If you don't have these documents, don't even bother trying to start your application. What are the basic documents for undergraduate, for masters? What are the basic documents people need to have if they want to move to Lithuania?
If people want to move to Lithuania, the basic documents they need to have, first of all, I have to specify that there are two different kinds of university: professional diploma, which is University of Sciences, and the university itself. So if you're coming for professional diploma, that means you have to have your WKa&x if you are coming from Nigeria, and 1 year post-study program, which means either 1 year in the university, diploma in a polytechnic or college of education. It's a compulsory instrument for coming to Lithuania. Once you have this, for the colleges, these universities, you don't need to have, what you need to just have is to have your English, Maths, and 5 credits. But for the universities proper, you must have 60 units. You must graduate with 60 units and also have at least, and if you're coming for masters, you must have at least 2-1. You know, they don't, your proof of English, they just want your proof of English. IELTS is not needed. TOEFL is not needed. So they don't even need any English proficiency. But the thing with this is that when you come to Lithuania, there are so many opportunities. The tuitions are very cheap. For masters, the tuition starts from 4,500. And even some schools like KTU, they offer a kind of early registration discount, whereby the school fees, they try to take out some kind of discount for students. And it, for those college of those other universities, they have very low tuition fee, which starts from 2,550 euros, which I know when we compare it to other countries and the education they are offering, I would say me being here, I did my master's here, and presently I'm running a program in nursing, which the tuition what I'm paying now is 2,800. But before my set, it was 1,800 euros. And presently,
they just recently increased it.
Yeah, they increased it. You know, they've been increasing school fees over the last 1-2 years. There's been slight increases. Like before, when I did my master's, I paid 1,800 euros. And those that are doing masters now are paying close to 3,000 euros. So these opportunities, when they come, it's good for people to grab it when it just comes, because the economic situation is changing.
It means that your tuition, if you're interested in coming to Lithuania, is somewhere between 2,500 and 4,500 euros, depending on depending on the school. Okay.
Depending on the course.
I need to clarify something. So if you're going to the university, all you need to have is your transcripts, your WKa&x. WKa&x in this case means your secondary school leaving certificate, and that would also stand as proof of English language. But if you want to go to the other colleges, the postgraduate colleges, then you need your secondary school leaving certificate and 1 year of studies in a university or, you know, post-secondary school, correct?
Yes, that's the requirement for people that are coming from Nigeria and some other countries. But for those that are coming from South Africa, they don't need it because they already can do 8 levels and they're about. So it depends on the country where you are coming from. That determines the requirement, but the requirements are straightforward.
And I need to say something. I need to ask you something. You did say that you need to have a 2-1. So are you saying 2-2, no chance in Lithuania?
Depends on the university. When I'm talking about universities, like Kaunas University, Vilnius University, and KTU, those are high up universities. So you need to have 2-1. But like universities like LSM, you don't need to have 2-1. You just need to have at least have a grade, a very good grade. LSM, LSMU, Kaunas State University. So for those ones, you don't need to have 2-1. So it depends on the university itself.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Now let's talk about how to get admission. For those who want to do it on their own, they're looking for how to do it. Can you talk us through the step-by-step process involved in getting admission in Lithuania and up onto visa processing as well?
How to get admission is, first of all, every student must first of all get their passports. Make it's not less than 6 months. But 6 months is still a risk because when you check when the school is going to resume, so it becomes a problem. Get their passports, have legalized all their documents. They have to legalize it at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Ministry of Education, even no matter the country they are coming from. And after legalizing it, they also have to, when they apply, they usually take their document to SKBC. Some schools do this verification. University of Sciences, they usually take it to SKBC. So it takes a period of 1 month for them to authenticate it.
What is SKBC?
The SKBC is the State Qualification Center, where they are able to qualify get to send letters to WKa&x to know if this your result is authentic or not. So after that, you get a provisional admission letter, which comes with the school fees. So when you pay the school fees and also the SKVC stuff is out, the next thing you send your documents straight to the school. And it is important that people understand that you must have your transcripts, a copy of your transcripts uploaded in the application during the application process. So then you ask your school to send the hard copy to them. So once they send the hard copy and you have been admitted, you pay the school fees. When you pay the school fees, then the next stage is for you to register, start application through the immigration. And now they have to use they use VFS. Now, and VFS they have to choose the country they want to go to, because now they cannot get VFS in Nigeria. They closed it since last year, and they were using before Jordan and Lebanon. But as of from March this year, they were using Jordan and Lebanon because of the Israeli crisis. So they say they have a kind of due to their own security threat, they don't want to use Jordan and Lebanon. So now they are using South Africa, Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Albania, and because they have to go there for proper application and interview.
So hold
when
on.
they apply.
Using Nigeria as a point of reference, how would Nigerians get visas to these countries for visa interviews?
Some of these countries, like I think Tajikistan, they have visa on arrival for Nigerians. Some of them have visa on arrival. Like Lebanon was having visa on arrival. Jordan was having visa on arrival. I'm still doing more investigation to find the countries that have visa on arrival. Then I'll send it to you. Then you can post it to those that really want to apply on their own. So the proof of fund is 7 million naira. That's the proof of fund.
That's about 7,000 euros.
Yes, that's the proof of fund for now. And also, the tuition fees are very, very cheap when you compare it to other countries.
How many times do they have to pay? How many times do they have to pay the tuition?
The first tuition, they pay it complete. It has to be paid in whole. But when they get to Lithuania, they can start paying. Yeah, the first tuition is paid in whole. That's what determines for them to give you the mediation letter that you take to the embassy.
No, but let's
because the mediation letter is.
You're studying a 1-year master's. Are you going to pay the whole tuition? You have to pay the whole tuition?
Yes, you have to pay the whole tuition.
Okay.
And because after the master's program, you also can apply for either you have 1-year resident permit, which for you to decide if you want to continue study or if you can get job. So if you get a job, then your family can come over. But the good thing is that for masters can work full-time.
Full-time? So while you are studying, you're working full-time?
Yes, if you are doing masters, you can work full-time. Yes, provided it does not disturb your studies. So you can work full-time.
Okay, amazing.
So, though the application fee, the minimum application fee is 120 euro, and the highest is 180 euros.
Okay. And those who have higher national diploma, for instance, would they be able to apply in Lithuania?
For masters? No.
Yes. No. Unfortunately, no.
No. They cannot apply for masters, but they can apply for BSc, and at the same time, what they have to do, they will just do like 2 years instead of doing the normal 3.5 years. They do like 2 years, but it has to correspond with the course. The present course they're doing has to correspond with the last one they did, so they can take out some of those courses and so that they can graduate early. First time when I did my BSc, I did it for 2 years instead of 3 years because I already had like my diploma. So.
And is there an age limit? Let's assume I'm 32 or 35 and I want to do a bachelor's. Can I come and do a bachelor's?
For some schools, you can.
For some schools, you can.
For some schools, you can. Other schools, they just started the restriction recently, but we are still writing letters for them to understand that there is no age limit in education.
In education, that's amazing.
But I think the reason why they are doing this is for them, they think that they are not coming to study. So it has been a kind of, you understand what I mean? So they think that other people are just economic immigrants, not knowing that sometimes we all need education.
Yeah. And finally, I need to ask you, so you take that document, you take it to these countries you mentioned, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, for your visa application, then you do a visa interview before you're granted the visa. Is that correct?
Yeah, you do a visa interview. After doing the visa interview, then you have to wait. You'll be interviewed by the immigration department, not by the consulate. They will have an online interview for you. After you submit the document at the consulate physically, then you wait, then the immigration department will book an online Zoom interview for you. After the Zoom interview, then they will process your documents. When they finish processing your document, they will send you an email that it is ready for pickup. So once it's ready for pickup, you are going to pick up your resident. You are not picking up a visa.
So you're saying that you're not picking up a visa, you are picking up a temporary resident permit, correct?
You are picking up a temporary resident permit.
All right.
That's the reason why now they do what they call, after legalizing your documents in Nigeria, you still send it down to Vilnius to be legalized again, because now they don't issue visa. What they issue is resident permit.
Okay. Guys, don't worry. Every link that you need will be in the description box of this video. You can take a look at all the links, name of universities, the application link of each university. You would see it in the description box of this video, so you can go through it yourself. One final question that I have is, so let's assume you finish your master's and you want to continue living in Lithuania. They give you, is it 1 year permit they give you, or 2 years permit?
They give 1 year permit.
And that's when you can now bring your family if you have any.
If you get a job, you can bring your family, because you already have 1 year permit and you're permitted to bring your family.
And how easy is it getting jobs?
It's easy and dicey, because one, if you come into Lithuania, the first thing you have to understand is you try to learn the language so you can integrate, which is one factor that plays a very big role in people getting employment. But there are jobs that are moving down here. You know, from this year, I think some German companies are going to move here. Also, we have a lot of American companies that have already moved here. So, like, people are working with Western Union, Marjorie, in fintech, also in IT, you know, and some of us are also like doing like part-time job in the hospitals. And there is now, with your employer, the beautiful thing about it now is that with your employer, if you have an employer, you can also go for language school that is being sponsored by the government.
And
instead of you paying,
do you speak the language?
I'm trying, but it's not easy.
All right. For those who would like to contact you, what's the best way to contact you?
Yeah, if people want to contact me, they can reach me on X, or they can also reach me via email.
Okay, what's your email address? You don't mind?
My email address is info@christianglobal.com.
Christian, info@christianglobal?
Christian.
Can you spell that out, please?
CHRISEAN, global.com.
Okay, so info@christianglobal.com. Well, look, guys, that's been talking about Lithuania. You've heard as a summary that Lithuania, the tuition ranges from 2,500 to 4,500, depending on the university, depending on the course. You need to have your international passport, you need to have your transcript, you need to have your secondary school education living certificate as well. You can work full-time while you study, and you get a post-study visa of 1 year, and then when you get a job, you can bring your family along. There is no IELTS requirement, which means that if you studied in English, you can get a letter of English proficiency, which will serve the purpose as well. There are jobs that are moving in Lithuania at the moment. English-speaking jobs are moving, but there are not a lot of them. Part of integrating in any society is that you would have to learn the language as well. So be ready to learn the language eventually if you want to get a full-time job. But this is another opportunity open for you if you want to move abroad. Thank you very much, Christian, for coming to my YouTube show, and I'm hoping that people would benefit from this and use it to move to Lithuania. Till I see you again, another video, another episode. It's WKa&x Doctor, and I'm signing out.